Hey guys, welcome back to the Hobby Farm Homestead. I'm Paul, and today we are going out to the processor to pick up our carcass hog that we turned in for the fair. Now we didn't qualify to be judged because on the back fat they require at least a ½ inch. I think we were right around 3/10. So we were a couple tenths short on that, but that's okay. You know, it's a date to get our pig to the processor. We're still having a little bit of a backup around here to get animals into local processors. So we're gonna go ahead and go down here. It's about a ½ hour south of me here, and pick up this carcass and see what we got out of it. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, we've made it back from the processor. My smoked meats weren't ready yet. I got to go this weekend to pick those up. Probably should have just waited until it was all done, but they needed the cooler space, so I went ahead and made the trip down there. So basically we got 2 coolers full. The stuff that we did get was like the pork chops, and these are the sausage links, and there underneath that there's some like Italian sausages type of deal, and then all your shoulder roasts and pork chops, all things like that, the ribs. That's what we got this time around. So, you know, they call that all the fresh cut. You know, the other stuff is just the smoked meats. I didn't do a lot of ham this year. I just got the sliced hams, sliced ham steaks. We still have 4 hams from our last year's pig. We just haven't used it. So what I have to do now is go into the freezer here and take out the pork from last year. I'm gonna put it in a blender basket. I'll take that inside. We have a like a 7 cubic foot chest freezer in there, and I'll put that in there and we'll use that first. So that's basically what we have left. There's a few more packets of bulk sausage in the freezer now, but I'll go ahead and take this inside and we'll use out of here. It's just some pork chops, a couple pork butts, shoulder roasts, bulk sausage, some bacon, and that's about it. This stuff up here, like the pig's feet, liver, neck bones, and what else is this? And the pork heart. And we don't ever eat any of this stuff. We do keep it because occasionally, every now and then, we will have somebody ask us, hey, do you have any pork liver or pork feet or any of that stuff? If we don't, we normally go ahead and toss it. But it's just something that we just don't use. Normally we just have the processor keep it. But we didn't on this one, so it'll probably go in the freezer for a little bit longer. If no one comes across wanting it, then we'll go ahead and get rid of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the new stuff in the freezer, and then we'll get this stuff inside. Then I'll go over some things, how much the pig weighed, what we got out of it, and all that good stuff. Okay, this is basically all the fresh meat from the pork, minus the smoked meats, your ham, your bacon, stuff like that. Pork chops, we got sausage links, bulk sausage, a couple pork roasts, spare ribs, all that good stuff. You know, this is all our beef here. up there. Fall Camburger, we got quite a bit of that. The cow we did this year was pretty big. This sausage here and right here is still from last year, but I'm gonna leave that out here. And then we still got our chickens down here. So there's probably, I don't know, 10 chickens down here, and I think we got 5 more in the house. So I would say we are pretty well stocked up until our next processing, which will be our cattle, which we have those on another farm. We have farmers raising for us for right now. I'm going to try to put a facility up the road where we have our hogs. Once things settle down up there, maybe raise the cattle up there. If not, I'll have to figure something out here. Finally getting some rain around here. But yeah, so that pig weighed, taking it there, was 234 pounds. Its hanging weight was approximately 170 some pounds. So he probably got a little over 110 pounds of meat right there. The processing was $222 for that pig. Now, as far as the feed goes with that pig, I ended up feeding that pig the high-end feed that we feed our show pigs, because we were going to probably take that to the fair. We weren't sure, so I wanted to make sure that it was getting the best quality feed throughout the time we were raising it. So feed cost was way up there on that one, but still, you probably can add maybe $450 to $500 in feed for that pig as far as that goes. And the cost to buy the pig was $100. So about $1,000 in the pig with the processing and all that stuff. If you went and bought that food, the box sausage and all that stuff, the sausage links, you're gonna be above and beyond that total price from the supermarket, especially right now with the cost being so inflated on meat, if you can even find it, so especially on bacon. So, you know, we didn't get much bacon off our last pig. I think we got 12 pounds, 13 pounds of bacon. So I'm curious to see how much bacon we get off this pig. It was kind of long, so I'm wondering if that's going to make a difference on how many pounds of bacon we get. But when I get the smoked meats, I'll make another video of that just to show you guys what come off that pig. Now, 234 pounds is way under what you really want to take a pig to the processor, but the only reason why we took this one early is we needed to get it judged for the fair. And like I said, we were disqualified because we didn't have enough back fat. And we had 3 tenths, you need 5 tenths, a half inch basically, and just to be judged. All our numbers across the board were pretty good. I had a couple ones on firmness, and there's one on all the color. Just the right down to the processors sometimes stresses the pig out a little bit, so that factors in on a couple of those numbers. So as far as point wise, if we'd have had the half inch, we'd have been real close. I think that out of 50 some pigs, there was only about 14 pigs that actually got judged. Everybody else had one of those key things that disqualified. But other than that, I think I'm gonna call this video quits, and hope you enjoyed it. That's basically one pig that we took to the carcass. That's the first time we ever did that for the fair. Like I said, it was on the lighter side, but that's kind of what you want when you're taking it to get it judged. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you later, and see you on the next one.